Alright, everybody on the roof. House party! Not you, cat. You get lost. Yes, yes, awesome. And then I get off the roof. Perfect. Hello, everybody. This is Etho, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play series. And check it out. I have made some new friends, guys. These guys are pretty cool. I am, of course, using the 1.10 snapshot. I decided to try it out here. Seems to be running not too bad, actually. Whenever I try out a new snapshot, I always go right to the man cave and I check my FPS. And so far, it's pretty comparable to 1.9. Haven't really noticed anything taking longer or anything not working yet, so might actually stick with this. But yeah, there is new mobs, there's new blocks, there's all kinds of crazy new stuff we're going to check out today. Starting with these guys. So these are a new variant of zombies. I believe they're called Husks. Husks. 4 S's in there, yes. They actually look very different from zombies, though, just because of the coloring on them. But it's a similar skin for sure, or similar texture. They only spawn in hot climates. So I have confirmed they do spawn in deserts. In Sandy City here, this is where they all came from. Pretty much exactly like zombies. They don't burn in the day, though. So that's why they're kind of sticking around here, even though it was sunny. Now it's turning nighttime, so we're going to get a bunch more of them spawning. Like zombies, they can spawn with armor. They pick up drops. I have seen them go after villagers, and it's like a zombie. Pretty much exactly like them. When you hit them and they spawn new zombies, like the reinforcements, it actually spawns these types, not just random green zombies. And when they hit you, they cause a hunger status effect, so I think they have to have an empty hand, though. Yeah, so he gave it to me. It lasts for 20 seconds. Let's get hit by one of the guys with the items, like a bone or a... Yeah, so it doesn't actually cause the status effect because it's their hand that causes it, and if they have any item, it counts as a weapon, I think. Yes, in my defense, I was trying to say bone or arrow, but I didn't finish my thought. So, yeah, giggle all you want. I know what I said. Okay, so I went and enchanted some of my gear. Everything was falling apart, like my boots and my pants and everything, so we're all good again. Oh, I'm so sorry. I was trying to fly. There we go. The poor little kitty. You see, we got one of the guys like up on the pyramid here, so they're definitely spawning in the desert here. I'm trying to see if I can show you them spawning reinforcements, but we got to find one that actually does that. Doesn't look like this guy's doing it. Oh, right there. You see that? From a normal zombie, we got a Husk. So I think it's actually biome dependent. So wherever the reinforcement spawns, that is what determines what type of zombie it is. So a regular zombie in a desert can make husks, and I think a husk in like a forest can probably make regular zombies. Is my theory. Anyway. Oh, look at this. A little baby one. So it is possible you can get the baby ones. Now I'm wondering if you can get a chicken jockey like this as well. I probably can. Just extremely rare. They don't drop anything special, though, these guys. Same drops as normal zombies as of right now. Just zombie flesh. And I have gotten a carrot off of one of them. So I'm guessing you can get an iron ingot as well. Here's something weird, though, I wanted to point out to you. So we saw one spawn on the pyramid, right? That is actually where my mob system is. Underneath there. That's all desert biome. We can go up there and confirm that. Yeah, so right underneath here is the mob system. If we look at the biome there, it says desert all the way through here. But yeah, check this out. Down below where we just were, underneath the pyramid, underneath the mob system where they fall down and die, all the zombies are just regular zombies. There's no husks spawning. So I believe they require sunlight or something to spawn. They can't spawn in a covered area, if I was to guess. Either that or they require certain block types to spawn on, like sand. The mob system's made out of clay, but I'm guessing it has to do with direct sunlight. So that's interesting. Anyways, let's go and check out maybe the new blocks in this patch. There's, I believe, 5 or 6. 6, right? I'm going to say 6. Yeah, most of them are easy to get. They require nether brick, and we're going to need some nether warts, which we just passed at our nether wart farm. Might have some in the chest here. Not that one. 13. Alright, that's not very much. Let's see. So the recipes are for the red nether brick, that's what it's called, is like that. 2 nether warts, 2 nether bricks. I believe that's not a recipe. I knew that. Is it 2x2? 3x3? Oh, it's 3x3 for the nether wart block. And then there's also a magma block, which looks kind of cool. That requires, I believe, what are they called? Magma cream. Yeah. So let's grab some blaze powder. You get magma cream from the magma slimes, but don't forget, you can also get it just from regular slimes and a blaze farm. So you get the blaze powder, slime ball, mix them together. So it's a pretty easy block to get, like so. Alright, and then the other one, the one I'm most excited about, is the bone blocks. Oh, and I got some on me, actually. Not like that. It is bone meal. You actually convert it into bone meal. So it's 3 bones per block. And then in creative mode, there's the structure block and the void block. Structure void. So 6 total, right? Okay, guys, so I took a moment here to make a bunch of them up and to get a few other blocks together here so we can try find some color combinations and that kind of thing. We're going to indulge for a little bit here. We're going to bring out our inner builder and see if we can find some way of using these. So let me know what you guys think of these too, like before I bias your opinion here. I will say I love the bone block. I think the bone block is great. The other 3, not quite as excited about. This one is probably my second favorite, the magma block, just because it's animated. Like, look at this. Oh yeah. It's animated and it has a special function where if you step on it or if a mob steps on it, they take damage. And this is not fire damage. It is lowering the durability on my armor here. Not on the Elytra wings, though, of course. It's not fire damage. It's similar to the damage you get from a cactus. But unlike a cactus, I don't believe it destroys items. Let's try that out. Yeah, so you can have items on there. It's really good as like a mob grinder, though. Alright, let's try out the nether brick. I do really like how this looks just on its own, but I worry, guys. I'm very concerned we're not going to be able to use it in the game because it doesn't go with anything else, I don't think. And especially this one, the nether wart block. I will say I like the textures on all of the blocks. I'm just not so sure about like the saturation level and the coloring in that might not be the best. But we'll see. We'll try some stuff out here. So, we got our blocks. What do we try first? Okay, nether brick, nether rack. Let's try the nether stuff first and just see how it goes with it. Was there any other nether stuff? I guess soul sand, but I didn't bring that. Okay, so nether brick next to this stuff. It's not bad. It's not bad, right? It does look like the same texture, actually, just a different color. And this one, you can tell it has like blotches that are particularly high saturation. And I like how that looks. Like this brick here, for example, really stands out, and this little square over here. I think that looks okay, though. I don't know. I think if I was to use it, I would use it for the floor and the nether brick for the wall, maybe? It's not too bad. Okay, okay. I could see putting those two together. Let's try nether rack next to it. Nether rack is one of my least favorite blocks in this game, but it's all over the nether, so yeah, they work together too, for sure. Oh yeah, check it out, guys. You can say it. I am the best builder in this game. No, I know this looks pretty bad. I was just doing some experiments here, trying to learn a few things about the blocks, and yeah, I think I figured out a couple things here. Let's start with the netherwort block. I would say this netherwort block is not really good for like the foreground. It's more of a background block, a backdrop, because it doesn't have any straight lines in the texture. It's more chaotic, kind of like netherrack. I find in this game blocks that have straight lines look like they give structural supports, like bricks here. So those are better suited for the foreground. That being said, though, I usually like my background blocks to be kind of dull, and I want the foreground blocks to stand out. So it's almost a conflict of interest having a bright background block. But hey, if you use it right, it'll probably look good. It is very similar to the red nether brick, and I do like how it looks with the regular nether brick too. In fact, I would maybe even prefer to use regular just so there's that more contrast between the two. If I was to choose between red and regular. Also goes well with nether rack. I do feel though this magma block doesn't look the best with the red nether brick or with the netherwort over here, because this is more red burgundy and this is more orange, with the in between here being kind of a burgundy brown. Yeah, not the best together. I do really like regular nether brick with this stuff though, because this color over here in the middle, very, very close to this, isn't it? I think so. They complement each other pretty nicely. This magma stuff actually spawns next to netherrack, I'm pretty sure, and together, I don't know. I feel like they could blend a little bit better, but it's not terrible. It's not terrible, I guess. The bone block, though, because it's a white block, it could pretty much be used with anything, I feel. Kind of like nether quartz. Nether quartz could pretty much be used with everything, too. I wanted to actually compare the two next to each other. Wow, you know, they're really close together. You could probably replace quartz with the bone block in a lot of cases. And that is wonderful. If you didn't know, collecting quartz is one of my least favorite things in this game. I've always wished that villagers would trade it. I think that would be amazing. And I actually try to avoid using it just because it's such a pain to get. Some people like collecting quartz, but I don't. So I'm very happy. It looks like I'm going to be able to replace it, which is great. And honestly, this might be better in most cases than quartz, because it doesn't have the lines. So if you have a bunch of them together, it looks cleaner than the quartz block. It looks like one big piece. I am noticing something weird going on here, though. Like, if you look from a distance, there's definitely a horizontal line right there. And when I had the nether brick over top... Wait a second. Yeah, I'm just playing with the lighting here. When I had it over top, I noticed two lines. Yeah, there's definitely a line over there now, too. So what is causing that exactly? I'm not so sure. Is it the torch here? Could that possibly affect it? I would think it would be the same throughout, because I don't see a line right now at the top there, just at the bottom. Okay, I think I know what's happening now. It's pretty clear here. I put a bigger piece down, and it only happens at the very bottom, and that is because of the smooth lighting engine. If there's a block below, then it transitions to that, so it darkens these blocks here. So if we were to remove this grass, I think it disappeared. Oh, maybe not. Wait a second. I'm telling you, that's what it is, right? Yeah, now it's gone. So it sort of darkens things. Oops. And we can probably see that actually if we put quartz right here. Yeah, so now we have a line there and one over there. Aha, so that's what's going on with that. From a distance, you don't want a big chunk of this bone block, so I don't think, because then it makes these vertical lines that are very, very clear. And yeah, not the best. I tried prismarine stuff here, by the way. I don't feel this or this works with any of them. Maybe the dark prismarine kind of works with this. Maybe you could combine it with this and this if you want like a really strong contrast. Let's do some testing here though with the quartz and the bone block. I'll tell you why I think the bone block is going to be better in just about every case, besides the whole line issue. I shouldn't have put the chest back here, because now I never check back here. I always go to the first chest I see. I don't think of what I'm actually looking for. Yeah, so if we put like dark oak next to both of these, I bet you the bone's going to be better. Yeah, most definitely. Definitely like the bone block better there. It's going to be like that for pretty much all the blocks in the game because this is darker. It's a little bit darker, and since this game generally has like dollar blocks, dollar, D-U-L-L-E-R. Yeah, again, I would say bone wins. It's gonna blend better with them. It's gonna complement them better than the quartz. The quartz might look better with clay though, because clay is a very smooth block. Again, I did it. Here, let's just try. Let's try maybe blue. I usually really like this blue clay with quartz. And now, which would I prefer? Yeah, again, I think the bone block wins. So let's talk about some block combinations now, guys. We're going to assume just about everything works with the bone block, because it's white. White and black kind of work with everything, but when you mix colors together, then things get crazy. Especially very bright red and orange colors. Things might not work the best. But yeah, doing logs here, I was surprised. The oak wood looks very good with this. It does. Also, the dark oak is not bad. Acacia, meh. Don't like it. Actually, I don't like acacia with any of these. Don't like the oak with the red here, but the dark oak could work. I could see that being a good thing. Spruce wood over here. Which do you guys like more, the dark oak or the spruce with these? I have a hard time deciding. I think the dark oak is better. It's closer to black than spruce wood, so I think in general it's better with most blocks. On the other side here, we have the uglier logs. Jungle wood, birch, and spruce. So, well, no, spruce is a good log, but usually I prefer dark oak over it. Yeah, none of these really work, except maybe spruce and maybe jungle wood with this orange stuff here. But I would prefer oak over it for sure. And next up, guys, we have the plank blocks. So what do you think about these? I would say no oak wood with the red here. Either of these, it's bad. But everything else I think is decent. Like the acacia is pretty good with all three of these. I could see dark oak working. Maybe the oak wood with this one. They're a little bit closer together in color. I do like the spruce with this one too, especially. This is jungle wood. It's got a little bit of red to it, so that might be a pretty good one too. Usually I really don't like jungle wood, but with this, might be not too bad. Oh, hello. Oh no, it's 3 hits. I forgot it's 3 hits. Ooh. Birchwood is bad with all 3 of them, I would say. And then between dark oak and spruce wood, it's kind of hard to say. I like the dark oak more with this one, but I think I like the spruce wood more with this one. And don't really like the jungle wood with the magma here. Alright guys, here we have the stone blocks, and I find they stand out quite a bit, don't they? Yeah. They're a bit on the light side. If they were a darker gray, I think they would work. Clay blocks. Okay, so I don't really like the white clay blocks with any of these. But everything else here is pretty good. This is the light gray. This is the gray. I think that works good with all three. On the other side here, we have black. Pretty good as well. Brown. It's not bad. And then the hardened clay, just the regular stuff. I find it works the best with this one. Then maybe this one, then this one. Now we get into the colors here. So yellow and orange, good with this. Not the red. Not the yellow with this, but maybe the orange and red. And same with this one. On the back side here, I am not sure. None of these with this one. I know that. But if you want something crazy looking, you might be able to pull this off. This one is a little bit more tricky for me to decide. I don't mind the green actually. I thought they would be bad, but I don't mind it, especially with the orange here. The cyan is bad. Doesn't really go. On the other side here we have the blues, and the lighter blues definitely no. But maybe the dark blue here could be pretty good. And yeah, that's probably enough checking. There's more blocks in the game, but we could be here forever. I will say one thing though. You might be like, wow, there's so many blocks that work with this. You might notice every time I've been testing these, I've had them either on the ground or one block in front. Like that. The main problem with these new blocks is nothing really works flush with them. Okay? Let me explain. So, let's take Prismarine for example. Do we have the bricks? Yeah, here's the bricks. So these two blocks, they're very similar in color, and they're also very similar in texture. Like they're both kind of broken looking. Because of that, you can put them side by side, and they look pretty good. But these, nothing really matches the color, and there's very few that match the texture. There are bricks in the game, but like even if we put nether brick next to this, like flush with it, and we tried to mix them in here, I don't know if it would look good. And this is like as close as you're gonna get to this. No, it just stands out way too much. The color is so different. I don't know. What other bricks are there? Yeah, there's a... Oh, I guess there's regular bricks, but those probably wouldn't be good. Oh, red sandstone. It's kind of a brick look. Like, nope, that's not gonna work. This, again, that's probably gonna be one of the closest you can get to it, and it stands out so much. So, anything flush with it is gonna be tough to do, but if you go one block forward, a lot of stuff will work. And there's one more trick I want to remind you guys about in this game, not just with these blocks, but all the blocks in the game. If you find you can't quite make something blend well, you can always try stained glass. So it gives it a slightly different hue. So you can make something look maybe a bit more green or a bit more whatever color you want. You still got the cool animated texture in the back here, but now it kind of suits this a bit better. So now, let's look at a couple more details with these new blocks. The magma block, for example, actually puts out light. You won't notice this in the nether, because the nether has a permanent light of 7, if I remember right. And this only puts out a light level of, I think 3. At our feet right now it says 2, 1 if we're over here, so yeah, I think it's 3. Something kind of weird with them, which might be a bug, is they actually save the lighting. So if I place a torch and then break it, it keeps the lighting that the torch provided it. Crazy, I know. Alright, now if we look at the bone blocks, this is really neat, something you might not expect, but they're actually transparent blocks. So that means if we have a torch on that side and we go to this side, If we look at our lighting, it says light level 11, 12, 11. So the light passes through these. They're kind of like glass, but you can't see through them. Alright, another thing to look at is the redstone functionality of them. Nether brick is a solid block, so the redstone passes through, but nether wart and the bone block are not. Magma one is. And another cool trick you might not know, if you hold shift and you walk on the magma block, you don't take damage. If you let go of shift, you do. And I wanted to try out the block resistance on these, so I have some TNT set up. We're going to have some fun. First off, nether brick I'm expecting to be pretty tough. Let's go ahead and light that, see how many dirt blocks get blown up. Oh wow, okay, so that is actually tougher than stone, because if that was stone, all the blocks would have disappeared. Interesting. Bone might be strong. Oh, I can't place... Oh, I forgot. Oh. This might be tough to set off, because I can't actually place any levers or buttons on here. Yeah, not quite as resistant, for sure. Let's do the magma. I'm guessing this stuff's probably like stone. Oh, actually very similar, so 2 blocks down. And actually the ground got damaged, so it's not very resistant at all. Now, this stuff is probably pretty weak. If I was to guess, it's kind of like mushroom blocks, I think. But let's just see. You break it with your axe. All the other blocks you use your pick on. Oh, it's not as bad as I thought, actually. So the magma was the lowest blast resistance, I believe. Yeah, you mine these with your pick. Even with haste 2 and efficiency 5 pick here, you cannot instant mine the bone. You can, however, instant mine this magma stuff, even without haste 2. Can't instant mine this. You can instant mine the nether wart blocks with your axe if you have efficiency... Oh, it's only 4 on here, I guess. Alright, I think we covered the blocks finally. There's a lot to this update. I might have talked about them too long, but it's exciting getting new building blocks. Something I wanted to try here is the auto jump feature, which a lot of people were complaining about. To clarify, I believe this is for people with disabilities mainly. By default, they decided to turn it on though, which I don't necessarily agree with. But yeah, when you try out 1.10, you're going to have auto jump on. That's how you configure it there. So if you walk into, for example, the leaves here, I didn't press spacebar, it just automatically hopped me over them. You can probably run up a hill. Oh, no. Oh, that was weird. Okay, so if you run too fast, you'll run into the side of the block and then it doesn't try to jump anymore, it looks like. Which makes me think this is not going to work. One thing I'm concerned about is that people might be able to do inhumane, amazing jumping. Like if you try to jump up a side of a hill like this, manually, it's very difficult. You're going to get stuck a lot. So I'm wondering if you just like fly over this with auto jumping. No, you get stopped every jump too, like you would normally. So I don't think it can be abused. So that's good. But yeah, people with disabilities, some have trouble pressing the spacebar repeatedly, so that's what it's intended for mainly, I believe. And if anybody finds it convenient, they can use it too. Woohoo! Last thing we're going to do today, guys, we're going to see if we can find a polar bear at our ice spike biome. I suspect we need to go to a new area though, but we'll just take a fly around here. And also we're going to look for a stray. That's the new skeleton variant. Oh, there we go. There we go. Whoa! This is new terrain here. And that is a stray, guys. Oh, now he's done it. Very, very much like a skeleton. Different look, though. They look really cool. And I believe if you kill him, yeah, you can get a slowness arrow. Just one. And I don't know if it's every time. But that's kind of cool. So that's a new drop in the game. Oh, what is this? Oh, that's one of the arrows he shot. It actually keeps the potion effect on it, I think. Yeah, look at them. they sparkle after he shoots them. Oh, here's another one with an enchanted bow. When he shoots you, you also get slowness for 30 seconds. Oh, wow. That's pretty brutal. Ah! Did we... Yeah, we got another one that time. Cool. Alright. I'm going to go back to the ice spike biome, I think. This guy's blue? What is this guy? He's got blue armor. Wait a minute, what? That was different. He had blue armor on. That was cool. I don't know. It wasn't... He didn't drop it, though. That's kind of odd. Alright, guys. So I looked around for a while. Got lost, too, for a while. But my wings are starting to wear out pretty low here, so I had to get back. Did not find a polar bear. Did not find a polar bear, even in the new terrain I was at. So they are not super common. I did find strays in both the ice spike biome and in the new plains biomes I generated there. So two confirmed biomes you can get them in. And yeah, they're pretty neat. I like them. It's a good addition to the game. Here is the comment I picked out for today. It says, "Hey Etho, I have done the ocean monument as well. And sometimes the sponge rooms have no entrance and you must break your way in. Just letting you know." Yeah, I got a lot of comments about that on the last video. We raided like I think it was 3 Guardian temples. And I can assure you guys, off camera, I dug through that whole place. And just found one sponge room in the 3 of them. So I don't think I missed the sponge rooms, because I broke all the walls pretty much and didn't find any. So new update, guys. Pretty exciting stuff. I look forward to trying out some block combinations and all the other good stuff. Oh yeah, F3G brings up chunk borders. That's a nice feature to have for sure. And lots of other stuff has been added. Like there's new villages that spawn not only in like the plains and savanna like before. You can get them in swamps. You can get them all over the place. And they have different block variations. So that's a neat addition. And lots of other stuff too. We'll get more into it later, I'm sure. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Thank you for watching. And I believe you can feed wheat to polar bears at the moment if you want to breed them. But I wasn't able to find one, so I wasn't able to try it today. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.